History hasn't had a meaning. PT.2. When the group arrived, they were met by a new reading on the seismic detector, and it turned out that it was an indication of a big event happening at a nearby cave. When the group approached it, all they found were a bunch of active volcanoes. This disappointed the group, so they kept searching to no avail. In fact, they were met with something that they stared at in disappointment and fear. A cave painting showing what looked to be a rex and other animals that aren't from the same time eating the ancient people. Gertrude then mentioned that it wasn't a cave that caused these animals to survive and reproduce, but a whole area where these animals were living in before they went into the open world. Gertrude then mentioned that these were all over the world, which led to Ibree and Nima mentioning that they had experiences with animals that aren't from the same time period or continent. This made Gertrude very upset, because that's when she learned that there's nothing that she could do, and history had lied when it said all dinosaurs went extinct. The group all looked down in disappointment when all of them realized that the attacks will never stop. Then Roderick called and asked what had happened. Gertrude simply responded with, "We are no longer the dominant species." After this statement, Roderick loaded his gun and said, "Well, there's no way in hell I'm going down that fast." This conversation was quickly ended when an ankylosaurus walked by, and the group could see that it was ready to bash any one of them because of the nose. Gertrude was on the verge of tears. Then a booming bellow was echoed across the area. The animal revealed itself as a rex stomped its way in. Gertrude immediately told the group to get out, as things were about to get bloody. Monty was the first one out, and the group saw as the animals sized each other up and strategized on how to escape the confrontation alive. The Rex was puzzled and tried going to the head, but chose that strategy would be too risky. The Ankylosaurus knew that one well-placed bite from the Rex meant near certain death, so it decided to try to take out the Rex's legs, but decided that was too risky, so with a bellow from the Rex, the match was called off. This amazed the group, which was shocking to everyone, because they thought that these animals only focused on killing, when in reality they are just as scared to fight each other as we are.